So I wanted to start putting together some videos of some of the upgrades that I do for the PrintNC, as well as some of the general projects I do around the shop and things I make. In this video, I want to show the process of upgrading from the 3D printed stepper motor mounts and 3D printed BK block risers to the single or three-piece fastened together aluminum stepper BK mount combo. So a couple things I'm hoping this is going to do is improve the alignment between my stepper motor and the ball screw. Right now I get a little bit of wobble with the stepper motor when it's driving. In addition, avoid any future risk of the printed plastic mounts overheating and potentially warping or melting when the steppers get hot with really long part runs. So in this video I'm going to show the process of what I did after I got these parts off of my router, cleaning them up, deburring them, getting them drilled and tapped to the right thread size, and then a soft assembly, soft install to drill and tap the frame, and then get the plastic ones off and the metal ones on. So here we go. So I've got all the individual components of the new aluminum stepper BK mount combination parts all cleaned up, drilled and tapped, and ready for a loose install. So I'm going to get them loosely assembled together like this one here, and then I will show the process of getting the plastic mounts off of the frame as is, and then I'll loosely get the new metal mounts installed and aligned. And then I'll have to mark, drill, and tap a new locating or a new fastening hole for this base plate, since it requires one new pickup point. And then I'll get all three of them installed on the PrintNC. So here we go. So a bit of a tip if you're going to be doing the swapping of the printed motor mounts for the metal ones. As you might have seen when I did the right side, I tried to just remove the BK printed block. And in order to get to the third bolt that is underneath the BK block, I had to actually kind of bend the ball screw out of the way. Wasn't super happy about having to do that, but I got a little lazy, and I realized for the left side I should probably do it the right way, so I'm actually going to pull the BF blocks bolts out of the back so that I can slide the whole assembly back a little bit and get better access to those bolts, while also keeping the gantry up close to those motor mounts so I can have some better alignment. So all three motor mounts are installed. I'm happy with the upgrade from the printed plastic. I'm not forecasting a lot of performance gain from these mounts, but again, like I said, it'll be nice to not have to worry about overheating the plastic mounts for some long runs. Overall, the alignment does seem to be a little bit better. I don't know if it's just because it's a more rigid structure. I don't see the stepper wobble. You know, again, some lessons learned. When you're installing them, I highly recommend taking off both the BK and the BF blocks because they're attached to the roller carriages. The whole assembly slides out of the way, which makes it a lot easier to pull off the plastic parts and swap in the metal ones. So highly recommend doing that if you're going to install these yourself. And then another one is I would definitely go in and oversize some of the holes so that they're a pretty big clearance fit for the base blocks. You know, everything fit, but I did come back and upsize all my holes a little bit just so I had more play, and it was easier to get a clean alignment with the ball screws and the base plates. So definitely recommend doing that. Otherwise, overall, super happy with how they look. I think they're going to be a long-term improvement, one less failure point of a plastic part. So thanks for checking it out. Hope you guys might have learned something a little bit watching through the process. If you want, subscribe. I'm hoping to keep creating and adding content as I go forward with some projects on the PrintNC, as well as just some general projects around the shop. Couple things I got coming up. Over here on the right, I'm going to install the 3-inch vise that I got. I went 3-inch because it's a lower profile. I can put it right on top of my frame and still get all the clearance I need. The the top of the jaws will almost be at the same height as my spoil board, just a little bit proud. I am going to make some custom soft jaws out of aluminum to replace the steel jaws. I know I'll lose some clamping capacity, but what that'll allow me to do is I can use the main jaws, get the 3 1/4 inches that's stock on that vise, but I'm also going to throw one on the outer side of the vise so that I can get upwards of almost 8 inches of clamping. So I'll have a pretty good range there, all while maintaining a low profile vise in here. And then last project I've got coming up is I have on order some expanding polyurethane foam. So I am going to go down the route of filling the X gantry with that polyurethane foam. I've designed up some metal end caps that'll press fit into the ends, and it'll have a 1/2 inch EMT conduit running down the middle so I can still run my sensor cables and a couple wires through. And then I'll come and backfill with that polyurethane foam to hopefully help dampen the resonance a little bit and clean up some of the chatter that I see when cutting. Again, feel free to subscribe. I'm going to keep trying to add content like I said, and I hope you enjoy watching. Thanks.